Wokeness is a disease. It destroys everything it touches. It doesn't understand common sense. It doesn't understand context. It doesn't understand details. It doesn't understand anything other than if you don't agree with exactly what we are saying and doing, then you are an ist or an ism. The NBA has taken a harder stance on woke politics than we've ever seen any sports league take, and they are suffering because of that. They are suffering big time in the ratings department. And instead of them taking any ownership in the fact that they have decided to go political and alienate a huge portion of their audience, instead of them owning that, they want to shift blame and try to make it out to be everyone else's fault but their own. Mark Cuban is spinning this nonsense, and Mark Cuban is a very smart guy. I like Mark Cuban. I've always enjoyed watching him on Shark Tank. I've always respected what he's done with the Dallas Mavericks, but Mark Cuban has been suffering from a disease right now, a disease that has taken over the entire woke media and the woke sports media and Hollywood, and that disease is called TDS. And Mark Cuban has been suffering from it for a long time. Now, I don't care if you like Trump or not. That is not the point. But when you suffer from TDS, that is a problem. When you wake up in the morning wondering how you can tweet about how Orange Man is bad and how terrible he is and how everything is his fault and everybody that supports him is a this or a that, then you have TDS. When you cry, when you whine, when you make up all of these scenarios that can apply to every other president, but you hold it specifically responsible to Trump, you have TDS. If you can't stand when someone says his name, and if it makes you lose your mind, you suffer from TDS. Again, if you don't like him, don't vote for him. I'm not going to be mad at you, but the point is Mark Cuban has TDS. And he cannot understand that wokeness is destroying the NBA right now. Now, here's Clay Travis, head-to-head on Monday night on cable. Tucker Carlson viewership, 4.5 million. Lakers and Nuggets viewership, 1.5 million. Head-to-head on Tuesday night, Sean Hannity, 4.6 million. Blazers, Mavs, 930K. Yikes, NBA. Now, of course, Mark Cuban has to chime in, and he brings up the fact that that was a day that Biden picked Kamala Harris. Nothing makes a Fox News viewer want to get lied to more, blah, 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 blah. He talks about ad rates, and again, Mark Cuban completely ignoring the obvious. Now, Senator Josh Hawley jumps into the equation and goes after Mark Cuban, but the reality of this situation is no matter how much Mark Cuban wants to spin this situation, the NBA is going through a ratings disaster. Now, here's Deadspin trying to spin it because, again, taking any ownership in what you're doing, that is not the far left-wing way. The NBA made a conscious decision to go full political, more political than we've ever seen a sports league go. And now, because they are suffering because of it, now you have places like Deadspin writing a garbage article like this to basically say the NBA ratings nosedive proves that sports are not essential. It has nothing to do with essential or not being essential. It has to do with the fact that people want to watch sports. They do not want to watch something to be preached to about people's personal politics. They just don't want to. We get enough of that on social media as it is. We have enough of that in our day-to-day life. We don't want to be preached to by multi-millionaires, very privileged multi-millionaires. We don't want to be preached to about how hard their life is and how tough everything is. Now, check it out right here. This is the Washington Post. Baseball is up. So is hockey. So what's behind the ratings dip for the NBA? And again, it's not that complicated. The NBA has decided to fully embrace woke ideology, and their ratings are tanking. Even when you have the most prominent athlete in the United States, LeBron James, even he can't make people want to watch. In fact, he's making people not want to watch because LeBron is the king of the wokeness. He is a king. He's the king of wokeness. He is the king of being a professional victim. And when someone like LeBron James, who's going to be worth $1 billion, continues to preach to people about how he's a victim, no one wants to listen to it. No one wants to hear it. No one is buying your nonsense, LeBron James. So again, as it happened with Hollywood and as always happens, When you go woke, people don't want to watch, people are not interested, and you are turning off a huge portion of your fan base. They're going to continue to spin this. They're going to continue to blame this on everyone else but themselves. But Adam Silver has not been a leader. He has been a complete and total pushover, and he has allowed his players to make him step aside so they can push all of their political nonsense. And this is 2020 in a nutshell. It's not going to slow down. It's not going to slow down until November. That is what we're heading towards. It's all about an election. Sports has been absolutely taken over by politics. That is the overarching thing that is going on right now. And you have smart, very smart and intelligent people like Mark Cuban. He can't see straight because he suffers from TDS. That is what's going on in sports today. Are you guys sick of it? I personally have not watched one NBA game. Why? Because I don't want to see all of the nonsense. I don't want to see all of this garbage. I don't care about your politics. You shouldn't care about my politics either by watching this channel. My politics are irrelevant. All I'm looking at is, I'm looking at this from what a common sense perspective. I don't care what you think. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care who you support. But if you think it's okay to continue to make these woke ideology, these woke arguments, all built in woke ideology in sports, while you are representing a brand, a company, a team, an entire league, then you are missing the point entirely. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sick of it. You're sick of it. And the majority of sports fans are sick of it. The NBA is getting exactly what it deserves. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a great day. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We do appreciate it. We're closing in on 20,000 subs. It's been a great time for us. Unfortunately, it's been a great time because sports is in such a bad place. I can't wait for us to get back to talking about the things that matter in sports. And the things that matter is not about what happens during a national anthem. It's not about what happens with they paint on the court. It should be about what happens on the court when it comes down to players playing the game and teams playing the game. And hopefully the NFL doesn't get overrun with this nonsense, but I do have my concerns about that as well. Let me know what you guys think. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.